Hey everybody, Felcha Rash. Welcome back to 365 Days of Irish Tenor Banjo Tunes. We're on day 76. It's St. Patrick's Day today, so I thought I would take a little more time than usual maybe, and we're going to play probably one of the more iconic Irish tunes, Cooley's Reel, which is a bit of a challenge for me. I think what we're going to do, so now I've got the Banjo Buddy's book of 365 Irish tunes, which is what we've been using this whole series. So I'm going to play his version first through really nice and slow once. I might try and speed that up a little bit. I'm not sure yet. But it's significantly different than another version I've been using, which is Enda version on his Patreon, or Soundslice, whichever you want to call it. And he also has a version with some simple ornamentation in it. And it's quite a bit different than this. So I will do the slow once through with the Banjo Buddy version, just so that people who are following along in the book can use it. And then we're going to move probably into Enda's version for a slightly faster. I'm not going to get too fast on it because it's got ornamentation and I'm still working on that. But I wanted to challenge myself a bit on St. Patrick's Day and do a little bit of extra playing. And as you can see, it's an absolutely gorgeous day here. Spring is finally here. Well, sort of. You can still see there's lots of snow behind me, but it's like 12, 13 degrees today, which with the sun out is absolutely gorgeous for this time of the year. It's pretty much unheard of, actually. I think we're setting records all across the province of BC, but certainly up here in the north, it's very welcome after a long winter. Anyways, here goes the Banjo Buddy's version of Cooley's Reel, nice and slow, first time through. Okay, so now we're going to do, I think, nice and slow through Enda Scahill's simple ornamentation version, which I quite like. There is, in the B part, it's quite a bit different than the Banjo Buddy's version. So I think we'll do it through nice and slow once, and then I'm going to do some practice and try and speed it up. Okay, so I think that's about the best I'm going to get out of that. There was definitely a couple little mistakes, but I'm pretty proud of that. This is day 76 or 77, I can't remember. So basically 2.5 months of playing every day, and I never thought I would get to the spot where I'd be doing trebles, let alone 3-note trebles. So this is the first song I have ever played a 3-note treble in. In this particular case, it is. And I'm definitely playing it just a smidge slower than the single note, which I can get right now. But so I'm definitely playing it a little bit slower than a single note triplet, which kind of throws off the rhythm of the tune just a tiny bit. But I never thought I would even get through a tune like this. And so, yeah, so definitely, if you're a beginner, I would highly suggest, like, try and practice every day, even if it's only 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. One thing I find really helpful is I keep my banjo out in the room. So it's in a little stand in the corner. I don't put it in its case. Maybe that's not the best for them. I don't know if it's anything like a guitar. But I find then you're more likely to pick it up when you're going by or whatever. Definitely this regimen of requiring myself to play once a day has been really cool. The book has been super useful in this particular case and in a lot of other tunes where Enda Scahill has a sound slice with some basic ornamentation. Even if I don't post them on YouTube, sometimes I've tried them and gone, no, can't quite make that one yet, but at least I'm playing around with them, and you've got all kinds of tools there. So I would definitely recommend a few things. So keep your banjo out, practice on a regular basis, like set some sort of either schedule, or like mine isn't a schedule, but I just play once per day whenever I have time in the day. So leave your banjo out, set a schedule, and then get yourself some tools or some lessons. Like out here, there's nobody teaching lessons, so I have to do some sort of online thing. So I've got this book, and then I've also got Enda Scahill's sound slices, and I highly recommend setting yourself up with something like that so that you'll be successful. Anyways, that's it for today. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and we will see you tomorrow. Slán!